Alright. So normally there are various kind of softwares like mobile application, web application, desktop applications, so on. Other than that, IoT applications, robotic related stuff comes there. These are the major parts. Okay. So in our company, we are mainly providing software solutions for mobile applications, web applications. Those two are main. Okay. So our main these are the main domain. Other than that, we do customize software solutions, the desktop applications as well. Okay, but major tools are web and mobile. So normally, so is that clear to you? Our domain. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hear you?
Yeah. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So our main topics are web application and the mobile application. Okay. So what? Let's me explain this concept from a web application. So if you see, let's think about a scenario. So you may use that online banking system. Okay. So how you feel that? So online banking system you may use, right? Have you used that online banking system?
Yeah, I use.
Okay. Or and at the same time you may use e-commerce website like Daras or AliExpress or
Yeah,
Amazon something else.
yeah, I use it.
So yeah, let's see. This kind of website you may see there are list of products. So for an example, Daras. So you may see different products are there. So those products can be created by someone who is using as a internal, right? So anyone can register as a business seller. What they do, so let's say you are going to buy a product from someone, that someone is a vendor here. What they do is they will create a shop, online shop on the Darash, like ABC supplier or digital printer. So like that they will create a company or shop name under the Daras, and they will upload the products, right? For an example, let's you think about smartwatch, smartwatch dealer. What they do is they will create a company called ABC Smartwatch. Under that, they will upload the different kind of smartwatches. Okay, these people are vendors. Okay, our actual client is Daras. Let's see if you are going to create a website like this. Okay, so Daras is the person dealing with us, the client. For them only we are creating this uh, system. Okay, you are following, right? Hello.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see. We are going to create an e-commerce website. So there are three kind of roles. One is the person actually own this business, the person who handle the daras. There is a owner for the daras now. That person mostly come to us to, they wanted a website like daras. We will create for them. Okay. Once we give this is open website, so you also can buy the things and sell the things. No, I also can buy and sell the things. Okay. So what we do is since Daras ask us for a business project website like this, we will create. So that will be used by vendors. People, it's a kind of a client for them. For them, it's a client. For us, they went a kind of vendor. What a person can do is they can create a store in the Daras website, any website, any shops like that, and under that they will create the products. So they will upload images of the product, they will add the description, price, quantity and all. Once they added those details, end user like us, normal user, the people who are going to purchase the product from Daras, they also can register as a customer, as a end user, or a normal customer, or someone going to buy this product. They also register as we most of the people are end users, customers, right? So we log in, we register and log into that system, and we may order what we want. They will send us. Okay, this is the business, right? Actually the main owner is Daras. Okay, and the vendors are there. They will create the product, they will create the stores, and the end users, we are the client, kind of a client. We are the people going to use, the customers. We will purchase the product. That vendor, person who created the product, send us this product through a courier service, right? Did you understand this process?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
this is how. So normally in here you may see there are various parts. For an example, a vendor or person who create the store work like an admin. Okay, what they does is, so what they do normally, they will internally create the product and they update the product details. So we call it as admin panel. Okay, they have different URLs, different interfaces to the system. They have different login and registration. One, they can log in and create the product and update the details, and they can see the purchase history, who ordered from us, who are the requested orders, order history, which orders are under tracking, which orders are returned, which orders are on delivery state, okay, under delivery, like that they can see. This is admin panel. Okay, what we do, we log in as we register and log in, and we just purchase the things, right? What we can see, what is my previous order, what is my current order, what are my favorite things, what are what are the things in my card. So what are my things in my cart, my previous order, ongoing orders, and I can see all the product list, right? So what are the product, let's see, if I search for smartwatch, I can see all kind of smartwatch under various sellers. Okay, we are buyers, they are sellers. So this is the thing. So in this place we are the purple peasant, we are the people using clients, end user. So we use this as a client application, like that. The person who create the systems, person who create the product, like a seller, they come for something called as a vendor or another client for the Daras. Okay, in here if you see, and this is one kind of website we call as a dynamic website. Okay, so we call as a web application, dynamic web application. So a website when becomes a dynamic, okay, then it's like a web application. So website also you may see like so some company website, if you see, there is no much user interaction. Okay, there you can see they only display the about history, and the only content are there. They are not, there is no way to log in or register or buying product or selling product, nothing was there. It's like a normal company website or a government website or any other company website. If you see, there is a home page and about us page, a contact page, or some history or our business, like that. It's just display some content, one way interaction. There you won't be able to log in or register or anything else. This is static website. Okay, you got what I am saying?
Wait,
Sorry.
I got.
Okay, let's see. There are two kind of website. First, I explained about a dynamic website. Now I explained about a static website. In the static website, what we do when we developing development time, we just hard code everything. Let's see, we type all the passage. What are the things needs to be there? Home page or about us page. We type the all our history in the coding itself, like a normal text, and once we deploy the application, we can see the static content only. Then it won't be changed until we redo the coding. That means we amend the content and again redeploy. Then only those things will be there. This is static website. The earlier I explained about the dynamic website like Daras. What they do is the application already hosted. Every time a user can register and log in and do their things. Okay, so that kind of scenario, first scenario, that static website, we just need to display details. There we don't need to have any backend to upload the things or change the things. Thus there we don't need any backend. What we do is in the coding itself, when we creating the application time itself, we add the content. If we want to add any content newly, we need to go to the coding section, the project, we add that part in the code itself, and again we need to deploy. Okay, but in the dynamic website, what we have to do is we have backend to do this stuff. Like in a Dara seller can log into backend, then they can like admin panel, they can create the product and update the description. All these things done by the admin panel. For that, well, let's see, for first scenario we just displaying the details from the code itself. Now there we don't need to have a database to store these details. But in the dynamic website, what we have to do is, let's see, you also a seller. Okay, what you will do is you will register yourself, then you create different stores. You may have different stores, right? You may sell smartwatches and the water bottles and the beauty items, so you can have different product there. So you need to have those details stored in somewhere else, right? Today you log in, again you log out, and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you log in again. So that time things under your identity you can able to get from the database. Okay, right? So you have a web application that time and a database to get the data. Okay, so this is how normally things works. For a static website, we don't need to have any backend. For dynamic website, we need to have a backend. Okay, so let's see about the difference between the website and web applications. So as I mentioned, static website called website. When it comes with dynamic, then it's a web application. Okay, so this clear to you?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So client versus server, or front end or back end. Okay, there are some confusion among people. Let's see, I will explain. Think about a system, you using a Daras. We assume most of the example I go with Daras ABS. That's familiar website. No, you are a person going to purchase a thing. Okay, so you see a page that contain the product, and you can purchase these things. Those things you can see right in the front. You don't know who created the applications, that means who created the store, who uploaded the images or pictures of the product, who updated the description, price, who approved my request, the purchase, who sending me this detail. You didn't know, right? You only see, you can log in, you can see so many stores are there, you can select a product, you can add to cart, you can buy this, you just pay and buy this, right? These things you are seeing, it's a front, you got it, no? So that is front end. Okay, you clear right up to this?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, backend itself, there are person admin, like a person who log into the system. He create the stores, he upload the product, he do the So once you request for the purchasing, he accept that, and like that these things done by backend. At the same time, client and server also there. Okay, front end, back end, client and server. There are some place mostly front end equal to client, back end equal to server. Okay, but there are different scenarios as well. So commonly, let's see, I will explain about a simple web application. Okay, let's see, we are creating a HRM system. Okay, you may see a proposal for that. Have you seen anything like HRM system in our company? Hello, can you hear me? Hiruni? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, did you see any HRM related proposal in our company?
Yeah, I
Alright.
did.
Okay, if you see, there is a system. Let's see about a HRM admin. HRM admin is the place where you can create employees. Okay, you can upload the details and update the details. There's a place you can track the employees. You can track the employee leaves. You can approve or reject the employee leave request. All these functionalities there, right? This is we used by the admin people. Okay, at the same time there is a mobile app for each employees. So admin panel used by the HR, you know, right? Normal company, if you may work in a previously company, there may be a HRM system. HR admin will create the employee and the details, and they will send a link to download the client application. That is that may be a mobile application you use. Since you are an employee, you use that application to attend, mark your attendance, apply for request leaves. So if you want to apply leaves, use that mobile application to request the leaves, right? So these kind of functionality, when you request leave, admin or director can reject it or accept it or on hold. They will do this stuff. Let's see, if you are a person, you are using this mobile application, this will assume as a client application. Okay, in terms of that, server is, let's see, think about a normal website. Mm, think about a website. Okay, server side means, let's see, when you making an order. Okay, let's assume in a Dara's website you are making an order. What does happen internally? First it will fetch your user ID, user registration details, like your user ID, your email address, mobile number, your address. All these details are already registered now. From the details, and also based on your user email ID, it will check for that product. Let's you are ordering a watch, it will check for the product ID and check for the quantity. If that quantity is reasonable, let's say you are ordering 2 watches, if the quantity is higher than 2 only, you can purchase, right? So it will check for the quantity, and it will send a request to backend. Okay, so backend is the place, server. So server backend means, normally for a simple identity, let's see, you are if we say simple one. Okay, so simple project, if I go with big project, you may confuse. Let's think about a simple project. Do you know do application, right? Daily task management application. Do do you have idea about to do?
not actually.
You may see the task management application. What are the things you need to do tomorrow, day after tomorrow, like that. A to
No,
do application.
no such.
Okay, so in the Windows application also you can find a to do application. So what does it is, you can create the task. So what are the tasks I'm going to do tomorrow morning from this time to this time, after this task, this kind of task management you see you may use. So let's see, think about the task management application. You create a task, for an example, Saturday morning 7 to 9, there is a client meeting. Okay, 9 to 10 there is a progress review meeting, like that. Okay, so you will create, let's see, initially you will create a task with your task name, task description, and the time, date, and all. Okay, when you enter this detail that is create, when you create this, it's supposed to be stored in the database, right? Then only you can see that in tomorrow, right? If you store it, because in the browser it won't store anything, mostly the content or detail that you are seeing, because if it is stored in the browser without login also we can see, right? So let's see a system or any application. What you do, you create a task that's supposed to be stored in the database. Likewise, so we call it as CRUD function, that means create, read, update, delete. You are creating a task with the task name, description. Okay, it's supposed to be stored in the database. So when you're creating a task as a human, what you can do, you provide the task name, task description, date, time, like that. Okay, when it's stored in the database, it will create a unique identity, unique ID to identify that particular task, and that will be store the detail with that identity. Let's see, in the database table it will store with task ID, this one, task name is tomorrow, meeting, client meeting, description, having a meeting with a client Saturday 7 to 9, like that. So time, date, likewise these detail will be stored in the database. So once you create, it will store in the database. Let's see, next day when you see your task management application, you will request for view all the tasks. That time you will send a request to the backend to get the data back, that we call get. First one we create. Now for the create, in the technical term we use as the word post, posting something. Okay, posting something. Now getting something, you may learn this stuff when you learn in basic programming, web application. So now we store the things in the database. When you call it back, when you call the get, it will return all the data. You don't need to see the ID, right? What you want to see is ID is created for internal identification, that won't be not available for user. Okay, so server handle your request and it will return the data from the backend, so database. Okay, so in the front end you request something through the backend server, it will let's see, when you're creating one, so let's see, in the front end side you will just enter the details, right? This detail is goes as a JSON object. In the backend itself, this data will convert it to the database format, and it will create a unique identity for you for this task and store those details in the database. Okay, so this is how it works. And next time when you click all the task list, it will return all the task list from the database. Okay, that will be called get. Let's see, you mistakenly at the date time wrong. The meeting supposed to be 9 to 10, you put as 8 to 9. So what you need to do, you need to edit this. So we call it as put. Okay, so you change the date. So what you do is, when you click that particular task, this ID will fetch internally. You change the time to 8 to 9 to 9 to 10. Then when you click save, based on the ID, it will find the existing database record and update this time with the new time and again store it. Okay, that is the thing. And also if you want to delete a task management, you complete a task or you want to delete some mistake in error task, you can delete. When you click delete, it will identify the task based on the identity id, then it will remove that particular task from the database. This is how normally a create function happens. In here what you do is in the front end, you just do some button clicks, right? If you click that create button, you enter the form. When you submit, it will save. And also you have a button to see all the tasks that will return the data from the database. And you have edit button to edit, then fill the data again, save it. You have a delete button to delete. So front end you see those button only, right? But in the back end, what does happen? When according to your request, it will handle by finding the id and fetching the data from the database. Those things handled by server or backend, mostly call it as server. Okay, and database is there to store the details and retrieve the data. Okay, do you understand this process so far? Hello.
Yeah, I understood.
All right, so that is the front end and back end. Okay, client and server. Let's see. So let's see, this is the front end and back end workflow. If you see in the browser, you see HTML pages, right? There is a front end and the back end, right? So when you click the browser, it will redirect to the front end. You request something from the APIs, it will return something data. Okay, let's see, you are getting all the tasks. Okay, in the front end itself, you just create a link. Sorry, you will create a request through the backend API. It will return the data to you. Okay, the centralized backend means there are various front end that need to be handled by another backend. Let's see, you use consumers as Daras website. Daras, they have a main web backend. This is the front end and the back end. Front end means you are using a mobile application to purchase a thing, another mobile application to purchase a thing. This is a seller. That's why I mentioned sometime backend and server same, not same always. Let's see here, one backend. This is the main backend from the Daras. Okay, it will handle all the your requests. Now in this area, you are a mobile, you are a buyer. Okay, you request one smartwatch. Another person also requests a smartwatch. This is a person who creates the smartwatch store. A person who buy, he is a seller. These two are buyer. So this person also need to handle data with the main dash backend. Okay, so thus backend will be there. So he also create the store that will be stored here, at the product that will be stored here, and update the quantity based on your request. So these things backend. Okay, so when we work on the different project, you will get to know more than this. Okay, alright, full stack web development in .NET. So because we are mostly working with .NET here, but other domains also we do. So other domains also we do, but mostly we focus on .NET and Angular. Let's see, as I mentioned, front end is there, some technologies, this you don't need to worry much about this. So backend APIs and the support. So let's see, Signaler means, for an example, in a Daras, there is a product with 5 quantity. Okay, so when you are looking the website, if someone purchase this 2 quantities, you immediately notify, right? You got that scenario now. So let's see, there are only 5 quantity. If someone already ordered 2, at the same time when they ordering, your website also need to be update, right? Otherwise you assume there is a 5 quantity and you try to purchase 5 quantity, but there will be a problem because already someone purchased 2. You got that idea now? So that is how the Signaler support that part. That means when a client updating, when client purchasing a quantity, Signaler technology update the backend with the less to quantity, and that will be updated on your mobile application as well. Okay, that is we call Signaler. So this is server-rendered application means little bit technically. So that means when you are working with an application, that server itself create the front end. Okay, that is server rented. Client rented means in the browser itself all the UI will be rented. We use backend to just receive the data. Okay, so you don't need to much worry about this area. I'm just giving this idea. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, backend API application. See, uh, when a server when you create something to server in the JSON format only, it will save the detail. For an example, in our task management, the ID will be task ID, name will be morning meeting, so there will be another field called duration, 1 hour, the date is like that. So these are the JSON format that will be shared among the servers. Okay, so API with server rented front end means, as I mentioned, uh, the browser itself rented from backend. Okay, so that is the thing. Server itself create the browser, that what we are seeing in the front end, that is rented by the API. Okay, so server create the HTML part and send to the browser, and also data also you can request from the database. Okay, this part is there. APIs with the client rendered front end. This is what we mostly use. That means our front end part is, we have Angular project, we hosted it. Whenever the data request, so when a data require, we need to call backend APIs to return the data. Okay, you see the product, it will return the products. Okay, so how API designs, so controllers and models. Okay, this you don't need to have much. Okay, so if you see what is full stack develop, read this one, you get an idea. The client side and backend. Okay, so front end side, what we are seeing is HTML page with this JavaScript and CSS. Backend you will have a .NET or Node.js or PHP or Python. So that is the thing. So this is how normally a website works. You create something, you request something, backend server handle your request. Based on your request, it will search for database and return the things. Then it will render to your front end. Let's see, you are searching for one product. Based on the product ID, so that product request goes to the server. It will find the relevant things and filter the request into find the database, that particular product ID, and send to the database. Find the product based on the data ID to return the data to the front end. This is done by the server. Okay, so that's about full stack web development. Okay, anyhow, any doubt on this area now, on this part? Kiruni? Any doubt?
Uh, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, understood.
You understood, right? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, think about our proposal. Okay. So this is our HRM system. All right. So in as a business executive, whatever requirement is, let's see when a client come with the requirement. So normally we can't expect client to be a genius. Okay, so client sometimes they didn't know what they want actually. They only know the things how the system works. For an example, they say I want a website, so they will tell I don't have much idea, so I want a website or mobile application where mm, I need to handle, so I need to handle the, let's see, there is a company called cleaning service provider, that means um, facility management. So they are providing cleaning. What they will tell is normally as a client perspective they will give you the real time scenario only. So they will tell the real time problem and real time practical scenarios and real time problems. Okay, based on that you need to have a capability to convert that real time issues or real time problem and requirement into a business logic. Okay, you need to tell them a story, that's why we call as a business storytelling. Okay, so when a client says a requirement, you need to be able to you never use any technical terms and you don't need to know about any technical stuff. Okay, so what I explained to you understood, no, that is the high level technical, that one even you don't need to know much. I will explain you, then you get to know. I won't use any technical term, but I will convince the client, let's based on that words. So that storytelling is the main thing. When the client come up with the requirement, we need to, sometimes they don't know what they actually want, they only have their problems or requirement. So when we telling a story, then they will go to know, yes, this is can solve my problem, yeah, this is what I want, this kind of thing I need. So that means we getting the requirement, we converted that into a business logic and telling them as a business story. Okay, let's think about a scenario. Recently we got a client. What they do is, what they're doing is, they provide facility management services, like they providing AC repairing, household product things repairing. So if you have a sofa at your home, they will clean for you. If you have an AC at your home, they will come and clean that AC repairing service. So they are doing the things manually. Okay, they will tell simply like that, we are providing facility management services. So customers can, so currently customer can call us and tell that this is my address, this is my name, this is my address, I have a AC at my home, so I need someone to repair. Okay, then what you do, you are a person doing this facility management, what you need to do, you call you as technical person on this, then you have an internal team now to do this service, AC repairing. What you do, what this is how they tell. Okay, what the internal person, you call an internal person and say, on this address, so a person is request for AC repairing. Okay, then what you do, you assign a task to that person to go this address and do the service and come back. So then customer, they will go that place and they will they will clean the AC and customer pay for us. So this is how the clients tell. How we convert this business into a software solution, it's our duty. How we convince the client. So when they only, we can't expect the clients to should be a smart person. They need to be aware about all the technologies of business. No, we can't expect that from, because the real life person, we can't expect them to be aware about all IT sector and all the technologies, how a software works, what kind of software exists. So these things, this is a place where the problems come, because the real life problem need to come as a software. Okay, but there is a mediator like you. So person you convince or convert the customer requirement into a business logic. Based on the business logic only a software can be created. Okay, so once they say like this, you can tell like this. Okay, so imagine you are a facility management company. So as a client, I have a AC at my home. I need to repair. What I can do is I can take my mobile, so I can have a mobile application of your system. So what I can do, I can register myself with my username, my name, my home address. All these details are there when I am registering. Once I registered, I can take a picture of my AC, and I will put some other details, and I will tell. So I have AC to repair. This is my AC model. This kind of problems. I need to change the filter, AC filter, like that you mentioned. When you do that, what happened in the internally in the admin dashboard, you will see a request come from the client. Okay, that will be on the web application. That be a web application admin panel. You will see the request come from a client. On this place they wanted AC repairing. What you do, you will create a task, engineering ticket, also a task you will create on the back end. So normally a ticketing system like that. So you will create a task, and you will automatically the once the user register to the mobile application, you will get their details, right? So the client name will be there, the address, what kind of things they want, like that every detail you get it from the mobile application. Okay, through an API you call this detail and get those stuff. Based on those details, you just have a button to create. So it will create a ticket for that customer. Then customer notify that there is a ticket created for your request. And what you do next, you will assign your internal employee AC repair technician, right? So technician will you assign them to that particular task. Once you assign that employee or technician to that task, technician have a mobile application. So client also having a mobile application, and technician also having a mobile application. They will get a notification that there is a AC repairing requirement comes from the client. Our company assign that to us. Okay, so they will go to know client address, name, what kind of service they want, AC model, those details they can see. If you are on work that day, what you can do, I accept this job. When you click that button, admin panel notify your technician is going to that place. But at the same time, client also got to know that that particular task is assigned to some technician. They are on the way. There may be a mobile map tracking options. You can see that employee technician is on the way, so they will reach in 10 minutes, like that. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, see now when you tell the requirement, I didn't use any technical words here. Okay, you have to you have to tell it like a story. You need to build these capabilities. Okay, that is how the business works. So when they say a requirement, you need to think, okay, this is the thing. So if it's a facility management, there will be admin panel, the person who create a ticket, the client obviously there, the person who want the service, and that there is a person who actually go doing this technical stuff, this repairman technician. So we need to connect all these people through our system. Okay, actually our client is a vendor, is the person who is actually want this system, the admin means that admin panel is the main one that is requested by the our main client, so vendor. So that vendor is the person who wants this system. We create this system for them. They HR people or admin who use this admin panel, they will have an internal team for the technicians, and the client is the open person, that's from real world, the person who is going to use the mobile application. So did you understand this flow, Hiruni?
Yeah, Yes, I can
So
understand.
let's see. Have you found any technical things here? No, right? Is there
Check.
anything I explained technically?
No,
Yeah,
no.
that is the thing. So you don't need to be a technical expert, or you don't need to know about the programming. Those things you don't need. If in future you may learn, that's fine. But what you do is, you just think there will be a web application, and there will be a mobile application. There may be a mobile or web application for a client. We can provide a web application also fine. They can log into the website and upload their details. The technician one also, we can have a mobile application or web application. There is a link to log into the system. The technician log into the web application and see the assigned task and start work. But practical scenario, mobile application is more suitable because there only we can get to know about the notifications. This is how. So this is what we want. A person say the requirement, you need to able to tell this as a story, and they convince them. So we can have latest technologies. You no need to tell even. Sometimes I can teach you about technologies. There are various technologies. You just tell you can simply tell we use latest technology. If you want, we can get a proposal from our technical team with the budget. They will provide all the technical details with the budget, timeline, durations, all the stuff. Then you will they will share the document. You can come to an idea. Likewise, you can tell. So this is how it works. Okay, make sure that when a client says a requirement, you need to have a capability to imagine that stuff in a business perspective. Okay, did you understand what I'm saying?
Clear.
All right, so let's imagine. Okay, so there is a client. Okay, mm, they are saying that recently we got a client yesterday. What they wanted is I forgot their business.
Excuse me.
Okay, Nishan. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Is it a must to add those all mobile applications that we develop to App Store and Google Play Store?
Then only everyone can download, no?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
So if you don't want, we that's not a must, right?
not much. Let's see. There are in.
Is it for is it for an internal process?
Let's see, for the Play Store, it's fine. Let's see. You can share the APKs. You may see some clone application from Netflix. Those things you may see. Some people share you the APK, but APK sharing is
Yeah.
not welcome method. That means some people can share the APK with bugs or viruses like that. Okay, but best practice
Yeah.
is to use a mobile application always through the Play Store or App Store. Obviously, for Apple devices, you can't share any APK or something. Okay, there is only way you need to upload the applications, mobile application to the Play Store, sorry, App Store. Then only you can download it. Play Store also now they have so much of restrictions. If you share an APK, Android Studio, sorry, Android operating system itself block. When you try to install an APK, it will say it may contain virus. They will do it will do some. There will be a virus scanning. There are a lot of procedure, and you need to give access permission to install that system. But we can't expect that from all kind of client. If they want it specifically, we can tell, like our HRM system. There we can have a possibility to share the possibilities to share the APK, because there are people who already know about the system now. They can share the APK, they can use it. Okay, but a normal user like a outward person, let's like a e-commerce one, we can directly send to the people, no? People you use it, let's imagine you are using Daras, right? How you use, if you someone share the APK, is there an impossibility to use? No, right? You can download from
Yeah.
the Play Store, right? That is the difference. So if it is an internal one, you can sometimes share the APK, but that's the thing. Got it, no?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
All right. Mm, okay, that's the thing. Yesterday we got a requirement. Mm, okay. So imagine a scenario. Okay, so you can, both of you can see how we can create a business for this. So I'm tell us I will tell us to requirement now. You both can be able to tell the storytelling. Okay, let's imagine there is a client. Okay, they do printing systems. Okay, so you know the printing, digital printers, for an example. So they want, the customer want, let's say you are going to for the printers, what you do, you will bring your documents. So what kind of thing you want to print, then you will go and tell, so I want this kind of printings, so I need to frame my photos. Likewise you will tell, they will print to you and they will give you, right? You will pay and they will give. This is a normal business scenario. But the client wants the without going that place in person, through an online system you can share your details. I want printing, so digital printing of this book. You can share a PDF and they will print it, and they will once this printed, you can pay online, or then they will have a delivery system or a courier system. They can interconnect that. They will they will send the uh, that printed documents to you, then you can pay for it at your door. Okay, you don't need to, because normally, let's see, this is a big printing company. Let's say you want to print thousands of pages, you want to print a book or your publication or something else, or you are printing a wedding card or scenario like this. You have a lot of works, and you don't need to go there, and you don't need to wait for them until they print it. And let's see, you from your home you want to print it out. Okay, through this online system you just share the details, they will print it and send to you, then you just pay. Okay, so Hiruni, tell how you can convince the client. So how you can design this, like you need to tell us the storytelling. So what kind of software is involved, how it works, like that. Can you tell me through online? The way I told you, you also need to imagine. So normally you go the printing and you provide your samples of wedding card, then they will give you, right? This is not a, this is a practical one, normally physical one, right? But through an online system, how you can do this? Can you tell what kind of application involve all these details? It's like a business storytelling. Hello, Hiruni, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, can you tell, imagine, so how it goes and what are the things will be there? Hello, Hiruni, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't get the question. What kind of question that you raised for?
You didn't hear anything yet. So did you hear me that I was talking about the printing system. Hello,
Hello, can
hello. Hiruni. Hello. Yeah, I can hear. So Hiruni, you can remove your. Do you have a headphone? Can you hear me, Hiruni? So you can use a headphone to speak, or else you can speak. I can hear no. Your mic is not working, right? Is that you are saying? Okay, Nishan, are you there?
Yes.
So you tell like a story of this that printing? How you can tell to a customer?
Sorry, can you just repeat the question?
Okay, let's see. There is a requirement from a printing company. Okay, normally how the printing works, you need to go to the printing with your printing documents and you will request for the printing. They will print it to you, then you need to pay, right? This is how how
Yeah.
it. So let's say you are a wedding card, you need to print a wedding card, you need to bring the samples. Based on the sample with your detail, they will print it to you, right? But this client want that they wanted to have an online system. That means you can simply contact the client through a system. There you can upload or you can share your details. That means your details and the what kind of printing you want. Let's say your wedding card sample, you can share with them with your detail. Then they will print it and send back to you, maybe through a courier service or internal delivery service, anyway somewhere else. It's up to you. And they can you can pay online, or else at the delivery time you can pay. Okay, so how you can convert this to a system? So what kind of system involves, how it goes, like that. Same like I mentioned about the I explain a storytelling. Likewise you also can tell this in a storytelling. So
Yeah. Okay. So, for the customers, we can develop a mobile application. I mean, to put orders and all. And
mhm.
for the company, they can, I think,
Orders
use
means what? Customer orders means?
printing orders and all.
Okay.
And for the company and the employees can use a web application, let's say, to record all those orders and like to record the process and to track the uh, job process and all. And once the job is done, I think they can give an update about the job to the customer
Mhm.
through the system, so that the customer will get the update through that particular app.
Mm-hmm.
and then they can arrange delivery system to deliver or self pickup
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Okay, so then how many apps involved in this scenario?
I think there be two, right?
Mm-hmm. So what are they?
So one for the user or the customer, and the other one for the company and the employees.
Okay, so employee one, what application? Web or mobile?
It should be web.
Okay. Alright, for the client, it's you are saying it's a mobile. Is that you are saying?
Yeah,
Can we have a web application for the client as well?
I think we can have, but it's more convenient to have the mobile applications since it's so easy to, to do the processes and all, rather than using a web application.
What are the problem we come when we use a web application comparing mobile?
Because if you're using the mobile application, there are some advantages like easy access and some user-friendly interfaces and all, so
No,
that
that
the
is depends on our creation. We can create the user interface in the web application as well. There are, let's see, practically imagine that is the thing we want, because if they customer convince based on our words, okay, you need to imagine. We need to send the printing documents to the printers. When we using mobile, what are the advantage? When we use web application, what are the advantage and disadvantage of both? Imagine and tell me what kind of things can be happen.
sorry, I didn't get that.
So you, there is a two possibilities, no, web and mobile, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what kind of advantages when we use mobile over web, and the what kind of disadvantage also for mobile or web? So likewise you need to tell, what do you think? There are some advantage between both.
Yes, so if we are using a mobile application, there'll be an extra cost to, I mean, to add to the Play Store and App Store,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
that's. Mm-hmm.
yeah, there will be a disadvantage, and let's say if you consider advantages, easy access to anywhere will be an advantage of using a mobile application.
Why we can use the web also now anywhere.
Uh, yeah, but I think according to my opinion, using mobile application, it's so.
No, that is
I
the thing.
think
So we need to convince the client. No. So we need to
yeah,
tell a practical example. Why then only
yeah.
they will accept. So imagine you need to send the printing document to the client, the printers. So what are the benefit when you use the mobile or web? So think, imagine that point. So that perspective only we want. Then only the client, if we say easy access or user interface, then they will tell immediately. They will ask, so can't you create the use nicely user interfaces from web like that? They will ask. Okay, so easy access and all we can't tell, because they will tell we can go with the budget to buy the web store. We can have budget to host the application in the Play Store or App Store. So that one also we can't tell. So imagine how in this scenario it works. Hiruni, yourself also you can also answer for this. So think that what we want. So how we convince the client. Anything, Vishal? So when we have that ability only, we can simply convince the client.
Yeah. So
Imagine, so practically think how when you sending the printing documents or wedding card to the printers, when we have a mobile and web, so what kind of differences? Imagine, just imagine. That imagination is then required. Well, technical part is not a problem here. That we don't need to even require from the business executives. No? Any no ideas?
No exact idea about that.
Let's see. You want to send a wedding card, right? When we use mobile application, what is the advantage? You can take the photos screen. You can easily take the photos, right? You can just using a mobile camera. You can simply take the photos and simply share it. You can upload that to a mobile application. What do you do when you use web applications? Can you take a screenshot? This what you have to do. You need to upload. You take that pictures of wedding card to a mobile application, normal, not a mobile application. Through your mobile camera, you need to take the photos, and you need to share that to your laptop or any other device, or else because sometimes some application won't allow to upload. So that's the difference. So if you have a mobile app, in the app itself you can have a camera. You can simply screenshot and then simply take the photo, just capture it, and you can simply upload it. But in the web browser application, you need to take the pictures from the camera and you need to upload it. And also there are some time it takes more time to upload into the browser. So because browser has some limitation, at the same time the cost is there. Both the mobile application need more cost. And another thing is, when the client why we need a mobile application is, let's see, the printing is completed, okay, so they wanted to notify that to the end user. If it is mobile application, simply we update the ticket, they will get a mobile notifications that your job is done. You can pick up it or you can make for the delivery. But if it is web application, there is a way to get the notification? No, right? You need to log into that system, then only you can see the notifications. Then we don't need to. If we log into the system, then why we need to have a notification? If we log into the system, obviously we are going to see that, right? So these are the things we need to tell. So if customer says, you say that the mobile application is more cost, right? They also might know about that. For app store, we need to pay $100 per year. Likewise, then they will ask, what are the benefit I can get from going mobile application? Then you need to tell real-time notification you can get. You can simply take a photo and share with them. You can simply open the mobile app and track the system. Otherwise, in a browser, you know, right, every time you need to refresh this in a browser. So what you have to do is, you need to refresh the browser, then only the data fetch. Even though you will automatically fetch is there, sometime there will be a drawback and notification and all. You need to refresh the page. You understood what I'm saying, Isha? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is what we want. So in that way, whenever the client come up with a requirement, a question, so issues, we need to convince them. Otherwise, it will be a problem. So they won't trust us. Okay, and that's it. Any doubts? On this one? So what we have done so far? Isha? Oh, Hiruni?
yeah, all clear.
Okay. Okay, Hiruni, will you be able to talk? Hiruni, are you there? You can post a message. Your mic is not working, right? I hope you can hear me. Yes. All right, so that's it from today. If you don't have any doubts, then we can finish this session. Any doubts? Ishak, all good, right? Then,
Yeah, all good. It's all clear.
okay. All right, then, yeah, that's all from my end. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.